the best and worst interviews I've ever had. Now I'm going to contrast some of the worst experiences in job hunting with the experience I had with my current job, which is one of the reasons why it's my current job. First of all, the initial contact. Typically, it's really clear that the people who reach out to me haven't done their homework. I have a resume, I have a LinkedIn profile, I even have a YouTube channel, and I have a portfolio page with my projects and how to contact me, etc. I've done my homework, so you can do me the courtesy of doing your homework as well. When a recruiter reaches out to me and ends up just asking me this whole list of questions, it's like the same list of questions every time. So I know they're just putting me into their database, right? Not personal at all. It feels like a waste of time. They don't know who I am, they don't care about me, and quite frankly, it seems pretty lazy. So that's like the worst recruiter experience that I've had. The best recruiter experience I had at Canopy, when she reached out to me with the initial email, she said that she had looked at my profile, she had watched some of my videos, she thinks I'm a perfect fit for this role. I don't have to jump through all those hoops. She's already looked at my stuff and she is already pretty sure that I'm a good match. That got me so excited, like, whoa, this recruiter is different, this company is different, I'm gonna pursue this. And it just felt like she was respecting me and respecting my time by actually doing her homework. So that was the initial contact, right? Now let's talk about the best and worst interview experience. Probably the worst interview I've ever done. It was a coding challenge. I don't even remember what company it was for. Here's this guy just staring at me. I would try to talk to him like he was a real person and he just wouldn't even talk back. I'm like, okay. And I start doing the coding problem. And I'm talking out loud. And I ask him a question. He's like, well, I'm not supposed to answer your questions. You're supposed to do it yourself. And I'm like, okay, Mr. Robot. Right there, I knew 100% I did not want to work at this company. I almost just said, okay, I'm done here. But I was in the middle of a problem. I figured I'd finish it. That was the worst one, but a lot of them are very similar. You're giving this coding challenge and there's just people staring at you while you're doing it. And it just feels like an examination board and you're under scrutiny. It does not make me want to work with them or work for them. It's not realistic either. When in my job am I going to be sitting there trying to solve a problem while a bunch of people are staring at me? We might do pair programming. If I reach out for help or if I'm working together with someone, we'll be talking back and forth, exchanging possible solutions. There will never be someone just sitting there staring at me while I solve a problem. Now let's talk about my best interview experience. Once again, at my current job, I met with one of the engineers for a coding challenge, but it was really much more like a pair programming thing. In this case, it was creating a component from scratch using Tailwind. I had never used Tailwind before, and I just let him know that right away. He's like, that's okay, we can work through it together, which is actually really great because he gets to see how I learn, my approach to learning and problem solving, a brand new technology I've never used before. That's really nice to see in an interview, right? And it was much more of a back and forth. I would ask him questions, I'd look at the docs, and he acted like a real person and treated me like a real person. He wasn't acting like Mr. Mean Robot Man. It felt like we were already part of the same team and we were just solving a problem together. That's what it felt like to me. So it really gave me a good sense of what it would be like to work with him and to work at this company. I wanted to work with him again. I was excited to work at this company. Now, something that stuck out to him from the interview is that I yelled at him. Basically, I was looking at the docs, I was trying to build this component, etc., and he was just giving me the answer, telling me what to do. And I'm like, stop telling me what to do. Stop micromanaging me. I want to do this. And he's like, oh, okay. And he apparently thought that was a positive thing, that I was willing to yell at him and tell him to back off and stop micromanaging me. So that in itself meant that I was a good fit for this company if they saw that as a good thing instead of a bad thing. Because I want to be able to push back and give feedback to my managers or other senior developers and have them receive that feedback in a good way. And that's been my experience at Canopy so far. People are willing to give and receive feedback very openly, and that everyone's pretty great to work with. I'm very proud of the interview process at Canopy. They're not lazy, like just give this person a challenge. If they pass, they pass. If they fail, etc. It's much more interactive, much more involved, and they're constantly trying to improve the interview process as well. So I really hope that other companies can try being a little more proactive in creating a better interview process that benefits both the engineers and the companies. There's tons of frustrated engineers out there who don't even want to apply for jobs because it's just such a waste of time, such a pain. And there's tons of companies out there who want to hire better engineers, but they can't even get them. So good job, Canopy, and bad job, whatever that other company was. I don't even remember.